Well, it may sound like something right out of a science fiction movie. Beating vaporized liquid nitrogen across portions of your face. That even sounds cool, doesn't it?
Hey, if it'll make me look like Jennifer Aniston, I'm all down for it. I don't know if it can do that.
Give it a try.
However, it is very real, and it's a procedure that's really changing the way pain is treated, does a whole lot for you, and also has some effects on aging. So don't we all want that? Joining us this morning to explain how cryotherapy, is that what we call it, Nick?
Cryotherapy.
Nick Fair with U.S. Cryotherapy in Cordova. And Kaylee is demonstrating the facial rejuvenation procedure on Stella Fields, who really was one of the founders of Live at 9.
And
so,
we're kind of in process right now, so we're going to have like a before and after of what's going on.
Right.
Nick, tell us what she's doing right now. What is this?
So right now we're using the CryoSkin to do a anti-aging facial. So the wand is actually producing cold. So it's going to cause vasoconstriction, and then her hand is following up behind it, causing vasodilation. So basically...
So what's vasoconstriction and vasodilation?
So vasoconstriction is basically when the blood vessels get tight, so you're not going to get a lot of blood flow, and then vasodilation is basically opening those blood vessels up.
Oh.
So you're getting more blood flow.
That's where the shock and awe comes in.
Yeah.
Now, I have heard of cryotherapy before, where you get in one of those tubes. It's like 200 degrees below zero, but you only stay in there for like a minute and a half for the full body. What is the temperature that we're looking at here, and how is it applied to the skin? My first thought is, wouldn't that burn?
No, it's not actually that cold. So right here we're at 6 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
So it basically
do you know
just gets
how that
cold
translates into Fahrenheit? Just because, do you know? You should know.
6 degrees Celsius. That's going to be like in the mid-40s, isn't it? 45?
Roughly about right there.
Okay, so it's cold, but it's not like gangrene-ish cold.
No, it's not going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it gets your attention. It gets the blood vessels attention.
It does. So basically doing this repeatedly, causing the blood vessels to constrict and the blood vessels to open up, it's going to produce microcirculation. That microcirculation is what's going to help produce more higher amounts of collagen, higher amounts of elastin to give you a more youthful appearance. It's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles.
Okay, because we start losing collagen in our 20s, and so by the time, you know, you're like 35, like Stella, right, Stella?
36.
Work with
35,
me.
36.
Oh, she just had a birthday.
That's right.
Right, so that's why the skin gets thinner and it just isn't as bouncy back.
Correct, because as we get older, the blood that goes to our face has a lack of oxygen. So that lack of oxygenated blood is kind of what causes those fine lines and wrinkles to appear.
Wow.
So what this does is going to kind of speed up the metabolism and starts kind of getting that fresh oxygenated blood back to the surface to help with that.
Cool.
How many procedures does it take to get to where you're going? I mean, is this something you'd have to do like once a week, once a day?
So depending on the person, each person's biological makeup is different. So some people might need less, some people might need more. But typically, once you get the desired effect, it can last. You probably want to come do a maintenance maybe every 2 or 3 months, maybe.
Oh, wow.
But it's definitely a more healthier alternative and non-invasive way to Botox or anything like that. So basically, you get that non-invasive, and you're not also putting things inside your body, making your body actually do it naturally.
And it doesn't involve needles as well, which is a thing of mine. So it actually, Stella's facial whatever, her body will continue to create some collagen after.
Correct.
And
so the desired effect is normally going to be 72 hours. So you'll see some results today, but 72 hours is when you'll notice more of an effect, because that's when that metabolism really starts to start kicking in, and it starts to produce that collagen and elastin.
Stella's already planning a hot date for 3 days from now.
It looks like Stella's so relaxed, she might have fallen asleep here. Do we get an opportunity to see, like, because she's doing one side of the face, we wanted to compare from one side to the other?
So with this side of the face, we have, we got about about 3 minutes left, and then once she finishes that, we can definitely do a comparison. You should see a difference.
Wow. Okay. Does it work? Obviously, men are also interested in this. I'm sure women are probably the ones flooding your offices.
Typically.
Okay.
But men can do it as well.
Okay. And is there an ethnicity that needs it more as opposed to another, or do you see it across the board?
Pretty much across the board when it comes to it. The good thing about this, it does a few different features. So not only can you do the face, you can also do arms, stomach, legs, so you can also do other body parts as well.
How new is this technology? Because I'd heard of the other cryotherapy, but not the very centralized and localized.
So this technology came out roughly about 2 years ago, actually from Paris. beauty capital world.
Yeah, for sure.
They came up with the technology, and it's kind of recently started coming into the U.S. So more and more cryo places are beginning to carry it. Even some places that are doing aesthetic procedures, they're beginning to also offer it.
Gotcha. So we also mentioned pain relief at the top. I'm assuming that's how cryotherapy really got started.
Correct.
What else does it do besides wrinkles, as if that wasn't enough?
That's right.
So
what else can
Price
it
of
do?
admission. Good deal.
So this particular machine right here, it works with toning and slimming.
Ooh.
So we can also target fat cells. So basically what happens is we do a thermal shock for 2 minutes. That thermal shock is basically we're warming the area up. Let's say we decide to do the midsection.
Yeah.
So we'll do a 2-minute thermal shock. It'll warm the midsection up, causing the fat cells to expand and rise to the surface. And then we follow it up with a cold shock, which is going to switch the temperature immediately. And that switch in temperature causes the fat cells to destroy themselves because they're really sensitive to changes in temperature.
So it kills them, so they don't come back. Wow,
Correct.
that's like Pac-Man.
Are we going to come back
You
at the end
know?
of the show and look, see what we've done?
Let's
Okay.
we definitely will show you the half face when Kaylee is done.
Information that
is
you
so
see
cool.
that's right there on the screen as well. Okay, thanks guys for coming
All right,
back.
thank